Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another action movie night. Tonight, I will be reviewing Dr. No, released in 1962. Directed by Terence Young, from a script by Richard Maybaum, Johanna Harwood, and Berkeley Mather. Based on the novel of the same name by Ian Fleming. Starring Sean Connery, Ursula Andress, Joseph Wiseman, Jack Lord, Bernard Lee, Anthony Dawson, Lois Maxwell, and Peter Burton. Now, this is the first ever James Bond film. And it's the first outing, of course, of Sean Connery in the role. And this is the role that cemented him as a major leading man.
I admire your luck, Mr.
Bond. James Bond.
Prior to this, he was a fairly good supporting actor, was all he was known for. It wasn't until this that he became the big leading man and could command those big salaries. And of course, this included the first Bond girl, Ursula Andress, as Honey Rider. And she is one of the better of the Bond girls because she isn't just eye candy. Yes, she is eye candy, but she's not just eye candy like some of the later Bond girls are. She actually helps Bond out quite a bit throughout this film. And that is something that a lot of the Bond girls we need to do going forward through this. Now, some of the later films, they do that, and I will get to that whenever I get to some of those films. As you can see, I have started doing reviews of the James Bond films, and I'm not stopping because I love the James Bond series as a film series to begin with. So, I do not think this has the strongest villain. Joseph Wiseman as Dr. No, he is okay, but later villains in this series really do outclass him. I think he underplays it a little too much in here, and that's really weird for a Bond villain. But of course, you got to remember that this was the first Bond villain, so there was no template to follow at this point. Jack Lord plays Felix Leiter in this, and it's so unfortunate. He is really good in this and everything alongside Sean Connery. It's so unfortunate that he got this big head and was like, I want more money to be in the next film to reprise this role, and they eventually just recast the role. They weren't going to do that. It's unfortunate because he is really good as Felix Leiter. I really do like him in this role. So, this was also the first appearance of M and Miss Moneypenny. Excellently played by Bernard Lee and Lois Maxwell. They are the definitive versions of these characters for this era of James Bond. They were perfectly cast. I don't think they could have put anyone better in those two roles than these two people. Unfortunately, this film does not really have a Q in it. Desmond Llewellyn had not joined the series yet. They have not had... Now, there is a head of Q branch with Major Boothroyd, played by Peter Burton, but I don't consider him Q. So, unfortunately, we don't get Q in this, in my opinion. Now, some people, if you want to consider this major character as Q, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below whether you believe that this is Q, or whether, like me, you believe that Q does not debut until Desmond Llewellyn makes his appearance. So, overall, I think Dr. No was a great introduction to this excellent Ian Fleming character of James Bond 007. Terence Young does a really great job of directing this, and he does some really cool action sequences that work out really well. And the charisma of Sean Connery as Bond really does help move this story forward in such a vibrant way.
Take some cover. Come on.
Listen, both of you. There are no such things as dragons. What you saw was something that looked like one.
Highly entertaining, great introduction to the character. I am going to give Dr. No from 1962, I am going to give this film a 9.2 out of 10. This is an excellent James Bond film. If you have not seen it, what are you waiting for? Go take a look at it right now. But have you seen it? What do you think? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree? Let me know in those comments down below. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon so you can be notified about future videos just like this one. And while you're by the subscribe button, click that join button and become a Dark Knight fan. As a Dark Knight Fan Plus member, you have access to an area right now on the channel where you can go on there and request a movie, TV show, or ranking video of your choosing. And when I do that video, it will go up for all Plus members to view prior to it going live on the channel. So if you want to get interactive, now is your opportunity. Well, that's it for another action movie night. If you missed last week's action movie night, check out the link above to get caught up on that one. And if you've missed any other videos, check out this down here where you can watch a playlist of any of our action movie nights that you have missed.